I'm going to introduce the bikes I will be testing when I get to the trail. So first we have the Edinburgh Contour 1, which is full chromoly. It's the only one without suspension. And then also we have the Specialized Hard Rock Comp FS from 1998, which is one of two hardtails that we have, and it's aluminium. We have the Carrera Vulcan from 2006 with front suspension, mechanical disc brakes, and it's also aluminium. And then we have the 2020 Vitus Mythique VRS, which is the only one which is full suspension and has a 1x drivetrain. It also has a dropper post and hydraulic disc brakes. I'm going to ride this bike first. It is the only one with canter lever brakes and a chromoly frame and a threaded headset. It has quite narrow bars and quite short, quite a long stem. It's got 26-inch wheels and it's got a 3x drivetrain. So now I'm going to ride it down this track. Now I'm going to ride the 1993 Edinburgh Contour 1 down this track. Very bumpy with the rigid fork, and the brakes are very powerful. I'm getting bounced around a lot. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to stop. Right, now this is the Specialized Hard Rock Comp FS from 1998. It has an aluminium frame and a RockShox fork, which isn't very good. The bars are still very narrow and the stem is still very long. It's got a 3x drivetrain still and 26-inch wheels. Right, now I'm going to go down this on the 1998 Specialized Comp FS, Hard Rock Comp FS. The fork isn't very good and the back brake doesn't really work. Getting quite beaten up and I'm not really able to stop that easily. I think the cantilever brakes are far better. This is the 2006 Carrera Vulcan. It has 26-inch wheels, suspension fork, shorter stem and wider bars. It's got a 3x drivetrain and it's got mechanical disc brakes, but they're not hydraulic, so they're not quite as powerful as hydraulic ones. Right, now I'm going to cycle down this on the 2006 Carrera Vulcan. I am sort of able to do one finger braking, but it's not the best. The fork really doesn't feel very good and I'm still getting quite beaten up. And I can feel the fork rebound to full travel. Now this is the Vitus Mythique VRS 2020. It has way knobblier tyres than all the other bikes, so they're far softer compound. It's got 29-inch wheels, so a lot bigger. It's got hydraulic disc brakes, so they're the most powerful out of all of them. It's got really wide bars and a very short stem. And it has a 1x drivetrain, so it's really hard to lose the chain. It has rear suspension with all the linkage and a shock. It has a dropper post, so you can get around the bike on the way down and climb up still. It has a large range cassette on the back because there's only one chainring front. It doesn't have any tubes in the tyre, it's running tubeless, so the valve is a special one, so you don't need a tube, and it's got sealant in there, so if I get a puncture, in theory it should seal the punctures as the wheel turns. Right, now I'm going to descend this bit on the Vitus Mythique VRS from 2020. It's really nice and fast. The brakes are very responsive and active, and the suspension is really supple. I'm going to stop. So from that test, I can now say that I found that this bike was far superior to the Edinburgh at the beginning because the tyres are so much grippier, the brakes are far more powerful, it's got the suspension is more supple than all of the other bikes. The bars are wider, which gives you more control, and so it's the shorter stem. Even though it's a smaller size than the other bikes, it is longer, and so it makes it so much more stable going down that hill, and the head angle is a bit slacker, so you get this bit more stable steering, and going up hills it's got a steeper effective seat angle, so you're in a more effective climbing position. Although I didn't have any problems on that descent, only having one chainring at the front on the one-by drivetrain would make a massive difference in lowering the chances of the chain coming off. And the 29-inch wheels meant it rolls over the bumps really nice and smoothly, and so the rear suspension made a huge difference to the confidence going down that hill. Now I will rank the bikes. In fourth place, I have the Edinburgh. Although I like the cantilever brakes, the fact that it was rigid and had no suspension really didn't make it that good. And in third place, I have the Specialized. It's better than the Edinburgh because it had a suspension fork, but apart from that, it wasn't much better. And then in second place, I have the Carrera, which is better because the fork was much more supple, but the brakes were far more powerful, but it couldn't match the power and suppleness of the Vitus. The winner has to be the Vitus because it has the dropper post, it has the full suspension, it has the hydraulic disc brakes, the bigger wheels, the grippier tyres, the wider bar, shorter stem, better geometry, one-by drivetrain, and it's just more modern.